So when you're in prison and you're in there for 15 years without knowing it, your imagination is gonna start filling in the blanks because there are things that you don't know. So what happens? It'll start giving you fantasies. You're never gonna leave. This is gonna be the worst thing ever. Oh my God, I cannot believe this. And you'll notice that there's an involuntary voice in your head that comes with images, intense images, and it'll exaggerate what's not there, right? It'll make the situation worse. Now, with somebody that we like and they're creating distance, depending on the level of self-esteem, whenever they feel that feeling that you're pulling away, and again, this only works if you're pulling away in a subtle way. For example, rather than saying I'm seeing someone, you could just add somebody new to your Instagram, and if the person likes you, he'll notice or she'll notice that you added someone new, right? That subtle thing where they have to go an extra step to find out is a sign that they like you because they're really paying attention, but also that extra step makes them feel like you didn't do that intentionally. It's not like a manipulation tactic. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, because this is what people do when they get caught cheating. They add somebody and the partner notices, and you're like, how you notice that? It's because they were checking. And the only reason why they were checking is because they like you. You know what I'm saying? So they think that maybe you're pulling away, right? The doubt comes up in their mind. And all of a sudden, because they don't know why they feel that doubt, but they still feel it, their brain is going to try to give you a reason why. And usually it's worst case scenario, they're leaving, right? Just like the worst case scenario in prison, you're never leaving. You know what I'm saying? So you start thinking that they're leaving, and in that moment of you thinking that you're losing them, your brain all of a sudden will start to glamorize this person. It'll start exaggerating positive traits and diminishing negative traits, and it'll start to create a crystal, like somebody getting like crystal being crystallized in a cave. It'll just start attracting minerals and creating a beautiful image of you until it's broken and shattered through the feeling of relief. They're back. I didn't lose them, but now you have created an artifice of this person. Now there's a statue, and because the whole time you were mourning their death, now they're back. Now you feel like they've come to life, and it comes with an extra sense of relief, with a release of dopamine, but also with a feeling of closeness through oxytocin. I think both of them are not. I don't know. People, neuroscientists, I don't know. Don't be judging me, Melissa, the neuroscientist. That is not what I heard in my studies. Imagine Melissa being a neuroscientist. But that's how it is, man. And so when we like people, we just don't want them to feel that. Fuck that shit, man. Sometimes live your life, and they're gonna eventually do that. That's why when you're single and you don't care about someone and you live your normal life, you'll notice you do things that hurts their feelings. You be like, look, man, I don't want to go out tonight. I'm tired. They're like, but I prepared all week. And you're like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm tired. I don't want to go out. Let's just hang out next week. And they're like, all right, man, but this is some bullshit, right? And so, but if you like them, you will never do that. You're like, no, let's still go out. Live your normal life. That their normalcy will cause the person to feel like they're not, because you're not prioritizing them, you know? And again, there's nothing wrong with prioritizing people. What I'm trying to tell you, this is just the message. I'm trying to encourage you to live your normal life. Living your normal life will always cause people to feel insecure because you're minding your business and they feel like maybe you should give them more attention. And just like a child, they'll resent the fact that you're not giving them attention. And some people with pride will leave and you don't want them because they're not vulnerable. Like you gotta be willing to be rejected for the sake of loving somebody. You have to, or else you don't really love them. You love your ego more, right? So with this comes, you have to expose your ego and say, shoot me. It's the sense of insecurity. And if you're not willing to put yourself in that vulnerable state, or if they're not willing to put themselves in that vulnerable state, then that means that they're not for you. Let me show you what I said about this. Listen.
Love often comes with a natural sense of insecurity due to the vulnerability and emotional investment involved. This insecurity stems from a fear of losing the person we love or not being reciprocated in the same way. However, this insecurity can actually intensify our thoughts about the person and make us think of them more frequently.
Mm-hmm.
The psychology...
It's the insecurity that creates the love. Why do you think humans are so close to each other? Because they know that by themselves they can't survive. Humans were skinny, weird-looking, bipedal creatures. We don't have any physical protections that other animals do, or even Neanderthals did. So because of our insecurities, it caused us to get closer to each other. Even though we didn't want to, we had to. So the insecurity forces people to get close to you. Now, they may not feel like they're forced, but their brain will say, I don't like feeling this sense of insecurity. And as a result, I want to get closer to this person to feel secure. That's what love is. Love is there to take you from the insecure state to secure.
Behind this phenomenon lies in our desire for security and reassurance. When we feel insecure in a relationship, our minds instinctively seek ways to regain a sense of stability and certainty. One way to achieve this is by thinking about the person we love continuously. This constant thinking serves as a form of psychological self-soothing.
Like a dog who smells the shirt of its owner when it's not there. That shirt will keep you in that dog's weirdo looking mind. And when they see you, they'll feel that sense of relief. But that shirt will also tell that dog that you're not there. It's a constant reminder that you're not there, because in their minds they see you, but when they look around, you're not there. So it makes the reality more shitty, and it makes their imagination better. So now when they see you in person, it feels like their dreams came true. It's like seeing an alien, people. You've only seen aliens in your mind. Or like, it's like going to the zoo. It's like, oh my God, that's fucking Coco the chimp. He's there. It's not here no more. He's there. There's a feeling of seeing things in your mind and finally seeing them in person that has almost like a sublime experience. And that's what happens when you're not around and they see you. That's in Robert Greene is writing a book about the sublime. And I imagine he's going to talk about that, the sublime nature of love, and how losing love and regaining it has a sublime experience. It's almost like otherworldly. And that's why people gravitate towards it, because it's a way to escape reality. It's a way to escape the mundanity of normal, routine life.
As we convince ourselves that the person still cares for us and that our bond remains intact. Neurologically, this process involves the activation of specific brain regions associated with longing and attachment. When we think about someone we love, the brain releases neurochemicals such as oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin. These chemicals contribute to feelings of pleasure, bonding, and well-being, reinforcing our emotional connection with the person in question. In the absence of the loved one, our imagination can run wild. Our minds may create exaggerated scenarios, longing for their presence and imagining their thoughts and actions towards us. This imaginative process is influenced by our deep-seated insecurities and the fear of rejection or loss. Paradoxically, these exaggerated thoughts can further fuel our feelings of love and infatuation. The intensity of our perceived connection grows as we invest more thoughts and emotions into the person, creating a sense of longing and desire. However, the key to understanding the role of relief in this dynamic lies in our need for validation and confirmation. When our exaggerated imagination is proven wrong, and we are assured of the other person's love and commitment, a profound sense of relief washes over us. This relief reinforces our attachment and deepens our emotional bond. The contrast between our insecurities and the relief of being proven wrong amplifies our love as we realize how much we value and cherish the person who dispelled our fears.
And what happens then is that in your mind, you'll say, holy fuck, I'm really going crazy for this person. I must like him if I'm making up shit in my mind. And them feeling that you're not giving them the full attention will create an image of yourself in their minds to substitute you. Since you're not here, I'm going to create the image. For example, you know, the tinnitus, the sound in the ear, they say that if you experience hearing loss, right? I didn't experience hearing loss, but if you experience hearing loss, your brain is used to a certain level of sound. So if it's not hearing that certain level of sound because you lost your hearing, your brain is going to create the sound. And so it's going to create a humming sound, right? It's the same thing. If you feel like you're losing someone, your brain is going to substitute the person and create a mental image of that person. But mental images are usually exaggerations of reality. So it's going to create a mental image of something greater than what it really is. Just like thinking when you go to a party, you usually imagine the party to be better. you usually imagine the next thing you're gonna do to be even better, right? So you usually imagine the partner who you feel like you're losing because they gotta go to work. You usually imagine them in your mind as more attractive. And they become almost like your advocate. Like they become my advocate. They start telling good things about me in their minds. So that the next time they see me, all of a sudden, I'll notice they got the little fucking psycho look in their eyes. And like, oh shit, okay. All right, they're really liking me now, right? So that's it, is you got to give them that feeling of relief. That feeling of relief will open their emotions more and will make them more romantic towards you. Because you might notice, though, they might even hug you harder. They might give you a gift, or they might even tell you how they miss you and stuff like that. So that's the beauty of it, and that's the beauty of loving people, and that's the danger of loving people, because if you do this, you might get hurt, right? But again, develop a meditation practice. You got to purchase The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Get my I gotta give a refund right now. Somebody purchased my course using a coupon code, and they didn't use the coupon code properly, so I gotta give 50% off back to them. But Emotional Mastery, it's a course for that. Or you could go to a Vipassana 10-day retreat. Just go to dharma.org, or just go to Google 10-day silent retreat, Dharma, and you'll find it, and you'll be able to sign up. Anybody who does it and signs up, please let me know, okay? If you end up doing a free meditation retreat, the 10-day, I'm gonna give you access to my course. You tell me what course, and I'm gonna give you access to it. It's a free thing, but you gotta prove to me that you actually did the 10-day retreat. Or you guys can talk to me if you actually finish. If you actually do this, the meditation retreat, and you prove that you did it, let me know, and I'll give you a call, and we can have a quick conversation as a thank you for actually doing what I said, okay? Anyways, if you guys want to learn more about this, get my courses. I teach you guys exactly how to do these types of things in my course, okay? All right, if you guys enjoy these videos about stoicism, dating, relationships, self-help, moving up in life, I would recommend you guys check out some of my courses that I have for sale. These courses are courses for men and women. For example, Nice Girl, Nice Guy is a course about how to become more assertive. Natural Chemistry is a course for women that I have on how to develop strong relationships. Dark Game is a controversial course that I have for guys on how to attract women in their life and keep it. It's not as dark as it seems, but we do talk about some dark psychology in here. Psychological Game of Attraction is a course that we made for women who are single. And as you see, we have a course about how to develop charisma. Emotional Mastery, which is a course about how to develop a meditation practice and how to improve your emotional life, to become more resilient, to not let rejection hit you so hard, to be able to bounce back from failure. I have a course called Nice Guy, which is a course for guys who are single and guys who want to be able to develop more assertiveness training, right? Most of these courses come at $99. And there you can also purchase the bundle where you guys can purchase all of the courses in one go at a discounted rate, right? We have a bundle for women and a bundle for men. So click in the description down below to check them out. You can browse around and see the courses that you like. And if you don't like them, you guys can ask for a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I'll give you guys the money back, okay? And in fact, we actually have a new one for women right now we're developing. It's called The Feminine Woman. So if you're a woman watching, this course is specifically to help women become more feminine, to embrace their feminine while embracing their masculine energy. And I'm actually going to make a course for that, like that for men, which is called the Masculine Man, which is a course on how to develop masculinity and develop masculine energy, to attract women in your life, to attract business success in your life, to be able to be better socializing, to read people better. It's truly an all-around course. So if you guys want to check out those courses, click on the description down below where it says purchase the courses, and I'll see you guys inside. Bye-bye.